What is up, YouTube? Russ Navarra here. Sorry, I haven't been doing videos in a while. It's been kind of rough. Been doing a lot of home projects, rebuild a deck on the house, and just with work and it all, I just really hadn't had a whole lot of time to do any videos. I'm going to do a video on this Vevor plate cutter. I believe it's 9 inch, and we'll just go into it. And then I have a couple other things I want to share with you. Probably won't be a long video on this Sunday, but yeah, it's just part of it. And let's do the unboxing of the Vevor cutter, and we'll just go from there. All right, guys. I've already kind of opened the box a little bit. You've got your handles here. They're very well. They're a solid handle. That's what I kind of liked about the Vevor stuff. It's inexpensive. I think I only paid $89 or $90. I don't really recall right offhand, but you know, it all is fairly solid. This is the handle's got a good grip on it. And let's pull this whole thing out of the package. It's very heavy, very well built. You have your, I believe that's your hold down for your metal. We'll get it out of the styrofoam here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to have to make a stand for it. I believe really all there is to it is you unscrew these and we'll slide them down there. And I've been needing one of these for a while. So we'll unscrew these. And I don't know if you can see or not. I'll try to lean it down for you. It's got a little groove right here. And maybe I can focus in on it. But this part of it just slides down in there like so. Your bolts go back in with your washers. Get it lined up. Like I said, it's good and solid built. Let me grab a wrench. Okay, it's a 17 millimeter, which is weird one, but anyway, we'll get her locked down here. There's really no instructions for this. I believe this goes right in here like so to help hold your metal when you pull down on it. I'm not really sure what it entails or how it goes, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it and just go from there, I guess. Like I said, I've been needing a metal shear or a metal cutter for a little while, so And it's very well built. It's fairly sturdy. You got a place for 4 screws. I don't know if you can see them very well. I'll have to make me a plate to set it on. Probably set it up about as high as this table is. I like the handle. I may drill some holes. I don't know if you guys can see. I may drill some holes in this just to hold it. Thread them in there or something. The handle is easy off. Your shears, you know, show you here. See if I can't find me a piece of metal that we can cut something with. Like I said, I'm not real sure where this goes. It don't really have any instructions. I'm thinking it goes towards the bottom. And you can screw it up in there, and I think that's supposed to hold your metal, if I'm not mistaken. Once you pull your arm down. But I'm going to see if I can't cut the 16 gauge steel. It's set up to 14 gauge. Most of the time I'm only going to cut 16 to 20 gauge steel. So let's just see how well it does. It's not bolted down. I'm going to try to put a little pressure on it. I think it's going to do the trick once I get her bolted down. As you can see, there's a part I cut. And it wasn't even bolted down. Here's the metal. You cut it straight. I'm very impressed. And like I said, once again, this, take you off your tripod here. This part here, I'll show you. This part here is when you pull down on it, I guess is what you're supposed to do is that helps hold your metal in place. Is the only thing I can gather, because it really is not, I don't see anything else for it. You know, I think it's just to help you hold. I think you can screw this down, and then once you want to pull this down, it'll hold your metal in place. I don't know how much I'll use it. I may use it a lot, I may not, but you have that. That's the only thing I can feel. It moves out of the way. You know, this is my first rodeo on this. You can look it over. It's very well built. This is the I believe the 9-inch one. They have an 8-inch. I think they go on up. You can get on their website, look them up. I just happened to find it. Excuse me. I just used to happen to find it. I was looking for a metal type shear that I wasn't going to spend, you know, it wasn't going to cost me an arm and a leg, no more than what I do use it. It's just one of them things that I think it'd be good in everybody's shop. I'd show you my shrinker stretcher project. I know last video I done, I was making the stand and stuff for it. Having a little issue with the stand. I don't know, I may buy one. I'm just not getting the rods and things right to where it's working right for my shrinker stretcher, so that's why I haven't shared any more with you guys. I probably should have shared the failure there. I'm not calling it a failure really. It's just, it's not, like I said, I don't think I got the rod lengths and things right, and the stretcher's working, the shrinker's not. The shrinker I'll use more than I probably would the stretcher, and it's just not crimping it as tight as I want it to. And I didn't make the rods that adjustable. I measured them to a certain length, and I probably should have went a little longer, or to where you could adjust it. But I kind of just wanted to share that with you. And like I said, I haven't done videos in a while, and I apologize. It's just with my time off and things, there's just not a whole lot of time to do anything. I don't know if I shared it with you. I bought me a new sander, and I really like this 10-inch pad and things, because it works good on the stuff that I do. I bought the course, the 40. You know, you can get the cheaper stuff. I use this more than I do the cheaper. I'll show you the cheaper. These are okay. They have a hard time, or I think they're a little bit more, they have a habit of flying through the air. Like I said, they're the cheaper ones, the ones I just showed you, the 10-inch. They last a little longer. They stay on the pad a little bit better. If you don't have a 10-inch, you know, I've got 6-inch, I've got even the smaller ones, but if you don't have one of these in your arsenal, the Ingersoll Rand one, Amazon, the number is 328B. This one is the bomb. I enjoy it. I like that it has the handle here to where, you know, if you're buffing something and that, it's not gonna come out of your hand or take off. You know, you got a good grip on it, and you're not gonna drop it. You do have to buy the deal, or at least mine didn't come with the quick couplers. That was one thing that I was kind of disappointed in, that they didn't offer that. But you know, maybe they didn't put it in the package or whatever. But you know, I can get these all day long, and I just had to hunt one up. But yeah, if you don't have one, guys, I suggest, you know, you go out, see if you can't get one. These are expensive now. I think mine was, I think they had it on sale for $99 or $139. I don't remember. But I've been waiting for them to come down, and as we all know, everything's going up if you can get it. It did take me, I think they said 3 days, but it took about a week to get. But if you don't have one, get one. I really enjoy, you know, I've only got to use it one time, but it does the trick. On to something else. And bear with me, guys. I know I'm going fast through a lot of this and that, but y'all know that I bought a grinder, and I don't know where I placed it. Stupid ball. The Motorhead grinder. I have used it and abused it the last couple of months or so. We've been building a deck. Been doing a lot of metal. I've been cutting a lot of fiberglass. I don't know if you know the composite flooring. I went with the composite decking. I have used this, and I hate to say it, but it has outperformed this one battery wise. I can go maybe an hour if I'm lucky with this one. This one I could go 2 to 3 hours before I'd have to charge the battery, and that's using it non-stop. You know, some of the composite decking, I had areas that I needed to, you know, cut little fine spots and that, and rather use a jigsaw or whatever. This worked out really good, and then I could go back and put my sanding disc, clean it up, and it looks really nice. So far, I've had it probably 3 months, 4 months. The battery has withstand, or it's just as good or better than Milwaukee. I'm not bad mouthing them, and it may be the batteries on my Milwaukee that they're getting dead. But for the price of a battery, you could buy this. Um, and these Motorhead grinders, like I said, I have dropped it. And you can tell I've used the fire out of it. I haven't cleaned it up yet. It's still got some of the composite decking on the deal. It's what I like about it. It's not going to get down inside the air vents or whatever. It's done a really good job. And when I bought it, I wasn't, I didn't know if it was going to outlast me. The only thing I do complain about now that the handle, I said every manufacturer ought to put your tool inside here. I can see why. And I don't know if it's because of composite decking, some of the stuff has got down in there. But this, if you're grinding or whatever and you're at an angle, this don't want to stay in. No big deal. Sometimes it'll vibrate out. You could put a strap, or they could put a strap or a safety deal to where this wouldn't vibrate out. That's the only thing I have against it. I like that you've got it right here. It's handy. I was switching blades in and out really quick. But a couple times it had fell out, and once again I had to look for it or just, use my hand to undo it. But overall, the Motorhead grinder, 20 volt. I think if you're a DIYer or you're doing custom things in a shop or whatever, I don't know if it would last using it for industrial use or whatever. But like I said, I took a week off and this grinder did not get a rest. My Milwaukee, I was very disappointed because I was having to charge the battery all the time. I don't know if the battery isn't big enough for that particular one, because I just bought that unit and used the batteries that I had bought in a kit, and maybe them batteries aren't meant for that grinder. I don't know, but they did not perform as well as the Motorhead one did, and I just kind of wanted to share that with you. Now, on a sad note, I'm disgusted with myself. I don't think it's Snap-on's fault. I don't think it's the Rhino line top's fault. But I'm going to take you over to my toolbox, and I just kind of want to let you guys know, watch what you do if you've got a Rhino top or whatever. If you spill something or have something on there that could possibly get spilled, wipe it up right away. Don't let it sit there overnight or a couple days. And I know things happen. I've been busy here lately. I didn't realize the cap on one of my thread locks, it wasn't on all the way. And let me show you what happens if it sits for a long period of time. Okay guys, this is from leaving Permatex. I guess it was laying like this. When I found it, the lid, I don't know where the lid went. It leaked out of the top. This was loose here, plus it was loose here, and this is the result of it. I'm hoping I can cut a little patch out. I punctured that one just because I thought, I wanted to see if there was metal or what was underneath. It makes me sick. I really took care of this top. I've been bad here lately, just throwing things up on here, but as you can see, it has literally ruined the top of this, and hopefully I can cut that out and maybe get some bed liner and patch it. But yeah, it's really aggravating. I've taken care of this top. I think I've had this box now 5 or 6 years. I come out here, wipe it down. I use glass cleaner. I've used the chemical guy stuff on it. I've really tried to keep this top ship shape, and it just makes me sick that, that spilled like that. I guess, it's my fault. I was in a hurry. I've been throwing stuff up here. Most of the time I, try to keep the box clean, and it's just one of them things. Crap happens. You just, you know, you gotta stop and think. I should have realized that it's not as durable as what I thought. Who would have thought that Permatex thread lock would have done that to the top like it did, but it did, and we'll get through it. It's just one of them things that it kind of makes you sick. You pay that kind of money for it, and something happens, and it was my fault. I should have checked the top, or should have put it back up where I normally do on the shelf, and things like that wouldn't happen. But that's just part of it. You live and learn, and yeah, I just kind of wanted to share that, let you guys know, the ones that have the rhino top, or I guess you'd call it the bed liner top. Be careful, because if you leave something overnight, or leave, I know there's a lot of mechanics out there that work on carburetors and things, and if you've got something that's corrosive, I'm sure it's going to eat the top eventually. So don't leave it overnight. Don't leave it, if you see something on there, you better wipe it off really quick, or it's going to bubble up on you. I'll get through it. It's just, I like my things nice, and like I said, I've just kind of thrown pliers and things, and I gotta spend some time today to clean it up, but it just makes you sick that something like that happens. I think that's all I have for you today, guys. It's just a short video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hopefully y'all check that cutter out. They haven't sponsored me or anything like that. The reason why I went with it was inexpensive. I was hesitant to order it because I've got screwed on some other things, ordering through companies overseas. I'd ordered a DeWalt, some DeWalt things, and instead I got some trinket that had the same part number, and like the lady said, I could probably press it, but it wasn't a whole lot of money, but I learned my lesson. I should have known better. It's just one of them things. But watch out for scams and that, but go check them out. And we'll see you in the next video. And like, subscribe, comment, and have a blessed week. And we will see you in the next video. Hey guys, I just wanted to let y'all know, I thought I'd add a little bit to this video. I spent the time today. I showed you the cutter. It's to the point where I want it, and I got it at the height I want. I made a stand for it, and I thought I'd share it with you. I'd show you how it cuts. At the beginning of the video, I didn't do a very good job because it was just on my little welding bench and that, and I made me a stand that mounts to the floor, so it's a lot sturdier, and it does do an awesome job cutting. I've been playing with it a little bit. So far I've cut up to 16 gauge steel. They tell you you can cut round bar and stuff like that, the thinner stuff, but I don't think they recommend you to go any more than 16 gauge. I may try 22 gauge or, you know, something like that, and just see. I think the jaws for these are pretty expensive. I'm not real sure. I'm going to have to check into it. Or I think you can take it off and maybe sharpen it yourself. But let's mess around with it a little bit, and I'll show you the stand and stuff, and we'll just go from there. Okay guys, this is a stand. I got it bolted to the floor. I haven't vacuumed up anything yet. Made this real quick stand. It was an old fan stand I got from work. Kind of converted it over. And yeah, this turns down to hold your metal. I think it turned out really nice. It's all solid. It won't move. I'll put you on the tripod here and try to zoom in, and you guys can watch me cut some metal. Once again, this 16 gauge metal. You can take this little stopper and screw it down. It'll help support it so it don't kick up. It's spring loaded. You got the spring here, and it just cuts like a dream. I mean, you know, if you were doing a lot of stuff where you wanted to cut a bunch of different things, I am just totally impressed. We can go long ways with it. You can cut up to 9 inches. It's just, I mean, look how good that cuts. You know, I have been needing one of these for years. I wished I'd bought one. And this, like I said, it was $90 or $100. I don't remember. This, once again, the 9 inch. But it goes through that like nothing. This is a little bit thicker metal. I'm not real sure what it is. Let's try it and just see. You got to put a little more pressure on that one. But, you know, it's cutting awesome. Let me grab my gauge for metal, and we'll just see how thick that is. All right, we'll check it out here. I'm guessing, let's go 18 maybe. It's 17. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that's the thickness of the metal. Yeah, so it's 17 gauge. I don't know if you can see it there or not. I'm impressed with it. The lower the number, the thicker your metal. I don't know if I would want to, I don't even know if I have any 14 gauge around here. I can look to see if there's some 14 gauge stainless. And let me see. I'll put you guys on pause and I'll come right back. Okay guys, this is 16 gauge stainless steel here that I have. I'm going to try it, but I'm not going to really force it. But you can see right there, if it'll focus. But that's 16 gauge stainless steel. We'll run this up a little bit. And I'm going to only try to get a corner and just see. I'm really scared. I don't want to really mess it up. And it's new. There you go. It'll cut up to 16 gauge. That's stainless steel. Find the 16 here. It cut it with ease. So overall, I think for what it is, for the money I paid for it, turn you guys around here. For what it is, guys, and for what I give for it, and I made it a solid mount. I like that it's spring-loaded. It retracts back. You've seen with my gauge deal, you know, it'll cut all the way up to 16 gauge. So I wouldn't be afraid to buy this for, you know, a small shop or a small, you know, business if you got a lot of fabricating to do. I was hesitant when I first bought it. You know, I spent my own money on it like I do everything. There's no sponsor or anything, but I'm really impressed with it. It works good. I didn't have to put that much pressure. You guys seen what I did with it. The jaws do look like you can take them out. I need to research it a little more, but for a cutter, it does a very awesome job. You know, you can get online, look them up. There's a lot of other videos out on it. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to share that with you a little bit. It's been a long day. Gotta get around here, and I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. But I just kind of wanted to do another little short ending to this video because I'm very impressed with this. You know, I do a lot of custom stuff and things on the side, and between the bead roller, the shrinker stretcher, and that stuff, I'm getting me a good little arsenal here, and I'm glad I purchased this. Like I said, I was worried. It was cheap, and I didn't know if I'd get my money's worth, but I think it's well worth the investment. So go out there, get you one, and thanks for watching my videos.